thank you very much to come here at Fujitsu. My name is Antonio. I'm here with Eduardo. We both work here at Fujitsu, and today we are going to present you a smart sight solution. Basically, we are using smart glasses to help people in the field. The first thing I would like to show you is to try to explain the difference between the different kinds of technology that are used in the glasses. So you have augmented reality, that basically this kind of glasses have transparent screen over your eyes and add information to what you are seeing. You have here an example of an HoloLens glasses. You can have virtual reality, that are glasses similar to what Thiago was showing you before. This kind of glasses basically blocks your sight of vision, but give you a very immersive sensation. It transports you to a virtual reality environment. And you have another type of glasses, that's what we use here, that Eduardo has set. Basically, this is an assisted reality glasses. It has a screen that you can project information, but it does not block your vision. So you can work freely and use your hands with your tasks and the job that you have to do. Here at Fujitsu, we are agnostic in terms of hardware. We can work with different type of glasses like the Zigs or RealWear or other glasses like Google Glasses. The software that we use here and we are going to show you is a software of a partner of ours that is UBmax. And it lets you do lots of stuff that we are going to show you. And for the demo, Eduardo will try to interpret a maintenance technician on the field, and I will represent technical support or something that there's someone that is on the office and will help the field workers.
Frontline workplace.
Just configuring the glasses so you can see what Eduardo is seeing.
I will start with the remote assistance. In many cases, the client you have want to be a specialist user on the field, but don't want to bring that from London to Lisbon, for example. So we have remote assistance. Then you can have no specialized person on the field doing specialized work with help of a specialized person. Call support. User 1.
So basically, Eduardo is calling me from the glasses directly, and I can answer the call. And now he's recording with the glasses, and I'm seeing everything on the screen. This allows me to share my screen so I can share information with him. For example, I can share a website or a 3D model that I have here and I want to show him on the field, or some kind of presentation, or a documentation, a specific part of the instrument that needs to be detailed and he needs the information. It can be passed over here. This is just because I'm sharing the screen. Other thing that I can do, I can add participants to the call. This is video and sound, so we can have a conference call. I can send him message, so I can type something and you will see on the screen. I can draw. So if Eduardo is staring at something, I can say to him to pay attention to these parts of the screen or something. And I can turn on the light on the glasses remotely. Because if he's in the dark spot or something and I need to see better, I can turn the light automatically. And it's possible to do zoom. So if it's needed, I can zoom in. Well, this is too much. But well, I can zoom and to see in detail all the information. And this is one of the options that is possible to do with this kind of glasses.
Now I will demonstrate a use case that we have with one of the clients. We have a workflow that we designed that the client just have the possibility to configure any workflow that they want. So they don't need to come to us or create a new workflow for them. We just go to them to design some basic components, and then the client change the data structure that he have. For example, change the number of questions, change the type of component that they want to show, and then it can have a new workflow without even us to help them. So I will go demonstrate it, return, my tasks, generic, for example, transformer, I can see a file, I can see a PDF file with Meetup page. For example, if I cannot see what is in the picture, I can zoom. So, for example, zoom level 2. Zoom level 2. I can zoom in more. Zoom level 3. Zoom level 5. But now I don't have the global vision of the image, so I can navigate by saying move. Just move. And now, when I move my head, I can see the file with all the options. If I want to freeze again, I can freeze. And let me just stop. Next. This is another component that we developed. In the gray spot, we have the question that you have to be said. For instance, the client needs to see if the document is in good state, so he can choose follow one questionnaire to another. He can navigate questions. In the orange spot, we have the previous answer that the glasses did. For instance, you have a task that is weekly done. So we want to know how the machine was in the previous week. So here you can see a little of story of the equipment. We have keywords for each action. For instance, the N is for normal, the R is for repair, the NI is for not
Not applicable.
Not
Yeah.
need intervention. Sorry. The NI is for not applied. We can have custom actions connected to some of buttons. For instance, if we say not need intervention, as the equipment need intervention, we can say, all right, you need intervention, so let's see how the machine hard is, so we can see what you can do in the later. I can take a picture as evidence, take picture, or I can add some observations. Record. This machine is turned down, is off. As I say wrong, so sorry. But you catch everything I said. I will confirm. see I checked it some weeks, so I fixed it, so I will say repair. Repair. Next. This is no, I can just jump, or I can answer again. Next. Next. This is another component that we develop with. We can now record some measure that we see. Let's, for instance, the oil temperature. I can say a new measure, a new value by saying the prefix of a word. I can customize that word. Record 20. And also we have available to see if there are any problem with the machine when we check the measure. For instance, now we say agree that the temperature is 5, but we see record 5. We automatically see there is a problem with the machine. So you can go to observation and say there are some problem with graphic. Next. This is an example, so we have to see, read some serial number or anything with big values. We can digitize any number one by one. Number 1, number 7, number 0, delete, number 9, reset. Next. This is a little of demo that the components. We can show you all the workflow is C and the data structure that we built to build this one. For instance, we have 3 models. I jumped previous. We can select with the model we want to see and you want to see, and every model have a different questions and a different workflow.
So basically, we had a client that was doing the interventions of a power plant and doing this inspection by hand. So it had a report and needed to fulfill everything, every field, and well, it was a long process, and we tried to optimize it using the glasses, so the technician can do the inspection, do something with his hands, and at the same time he was, in this case, following step by step what was needed, and in the end we can automatically create a report. So we can create and connect and getting all the answers that was given during the working time, and send it to our client platform or create automatically a report that will be sent to a person that needs the report. We can show you how we create this workflow. We created in a generic way, so the client was able to create the workflow by himself. So he can generate the questions that he needed and with the options of the answers. So basically, want to explain?
Basically, we provide some data extractor. As you can see, it's just a JSON object. I don't know if everyone knows this is a structure that is used in many cases. For example, as REST requests. We can configure a module. As you can see, this is the model of transformer, and I have another models. Every model has a different questions that they have to follow step by step, and have the previous answer that was provided, the question, and the type of model, and the type of component. When you select a model that we will previously see, we go to here. Here we take an action. You see what type of question was and what are the question I am. So, for instance, I am the first question and the type is 1. Go here. I have one condition that automatically creates. This is the way you have to go to run set. You can add more models to this, more models to this workflow by simply drag and drop, or as we have, we can customize models, the layout, very easily with the client. So every client can have the model, the component that they need for their purpose.
And the layout can be customized, and the part of the questions and answers can be harvested from the client's application or the software that the client is using. Otherwise, you can introduce them by an application that we have, that the client just open the application, select the question and the answer types, and it's done, because it just generates a JSON file that is imported to the application.
To create this is just basically XML logic. We have to create a little of JavaScript too, but basically everything that run in the mission control, as I call it, is XML logic, blocks of logic that are previous provided by Vmax. We can change and customize for our purpose.
So do you have questions? Something that you want to ask? Yeah, sure.
There are way to have, for example, a list of questions. Instead of go step by step, I can choose. For example, I see all the question, I can choose what I want to ask.
I couldn't hear. Sorry.
Simple. If it's a way to have a list of questions, instead of go step by step in, for example, I can choose one or two.
Yes, but when you have the model questions, the first one, we select which one you want. So we can have a new component to do the same one, to previous, for example, a grid, to show some, for example, select image, for instance, and you have the grid that select then, and if you select then, we don't have to go to the question. We can have custom voice commands to go automatically to some point of the workflow too. So basically, you can customize everything.
This is all customizable. So this workflow that you see, it was a requirement for a client. But if you want other type of flow, or you need to jump questions, it's possible.
First of all, congratulations. You surprised me a lot with the platform itself. Is there a use case of these glasses already? Or?
Yes, we are using it on EDP.
Okay.
So they are using it on the inspection part. So, yeah.
No, just one question. Two questions.
Yeah.
If the technician is in a very noisy environment.
So the glasses have noise cancellation. Sometimes, because of the accent, it will miss the word. But well, it's improving with time. So.
The operating system is all built by you.
The operating system of the glasses is Android.
Okay,
So and we are using a partner's platform and developing over it. Okay.
I want just to ask if the scenarios are stored on the glasses or they are always connected. So in terms of the operation lag, how hard it is.
We can have workflows offline that after completed, when the glasses have connection, we can communicate and publish the task already done.
And is there, if it works in EDP, is there Portuguese voice recognition or just?
Yes.
Yes,
Yeah.
we just changed the language to English
Okay.
so everyone can understand. But the original workflow was in Portuguese.
Yeah, because for the field work, obviously.
Yeah, it
basic
needs to be
language is
in the
better.
native language. Otherwise, it's a problem.
Yeah.
Do you have, for example, an emergency call, for example? If the technician is in some emergency.
Yeah, but it needs to to ask for the call. So if he is really immersed, it will be difficult.
Yes. You could have
No panic button.
Yeah, no panic button here. Yeah.
You can have an emergency button that is manual.
We have other kinds of equipment to do that kind of tasks, but here is just remote support, and you need to call the
Like.
support.
Do you have a semantic understanding of the NLP or just
So,
synthetical?
I think it's a mix. It's basically the algorithm that is translating the voice commands to text and to actions.
Mhm.
The platform uses Azure,
Okay.
so
So
it's,
Louise or something
yeah.
like that. Okay.
Also, technologically, is it the projection to the pupil or just a small screen?
No, it's just a small screen. So these are the best classes to work on the field, because when you have sunlight and direct light, you can see it. But it's a little LCD screen.
Yeah, but just from the perspective of the user, that interface that you showed, if it's a tiny screen.
Yeah.
Yeah, but actually, it can show it to you. I can borrow your glass to see it after. The small screen is the perfect size, so you can see everything,
Yeah.
and do not distract with the environment that we are.
Okay.
So we use this kind of glasses because you need to see everything that is happening around you. And the screen is just for you to, I need something. You just look down or just look to the right or left, depending on the DID that you prefer. And well, you have the information there, but it doesn't not obstruct your vision.
The user with the glasses had all the control of everything.
Yes.
And take notes, picture. But the technician that is on office,
Yeah.
in office can do the same thing. Take pictures.
Yes, I can take a picture too.
Notes.
But what we are seeing is a transmission just for a presentation style. But when he calls, I can see what he's seeing, and I can take a picture. I can, as I show, turn on the light and share information with him, and talk because the communication has voice. If the ambient is very noisy, you have headphones that you can put. So yeah, you can communicate with the technician on the field.
And you are thinking only in the industry, or you are thinking of opening for
Yeah, we are
labs
thinking
and
of
science
opening
centers,
too, yeah.
education.
Yeah, we are opening to other areas too. This is what we are starting on, and if you have clients or something that needs help creating this kind of solutions, we are open to it.
I was seeing two films recently, Gravity and Interstellar.
Yeah.
And the astronauts, I think I remind, they have something similar, and they were trying to repair something in the space. And perhaps the NASA is having such a system to help the astronaut to repair. I don't know if it's,
Maybe.
I don't remind exactly if it's done or not, or if it's in the film or not. It's near or not. I remind myself.
I don't remember the movie, so I. Is there any other question?
Could you remind me the name of the project, please?
So we don't have probably names. It's just.
When you start, you mentioned
I just said it is a smart sight solution because we use smart glasses.
Okay.
It's a
basically
smart
that.
name.
If
Yeah.
you want to know more information, we can share it with you.
And give you a smart answer.
May I ask, have you tried see-through augmented reality glasses?
No.
No. And do you use the platform from UBMax?
Yes, we use it.
And you can improve it? They allow you to do that, or you have to rely on them?
We can share problems with them and work together to find solutions. But what we do with the platform is creating workflows and adjust them to the client's needs and help them. And basically, our vision for this is to create workflows, like Eduardo was showing, that are very generic, so the clients have the possibility to edit them and use them without our help. We want the client to be independent using the application. So we try to create workflows in the simplest way and generic way that the client can use it.
Okay. Regarding the see-through augmented reality glasses, I would like to show to you our see-through augmented reality glasses, where you are able to see in daylight and indoor and outdoor, and you are able to see through. It means there is no obstruction to your field of view.
Okay.
Okay, so you can speak later.
Thank you.
You said that the work orders are created in this platform.
It can be imported to, yeah.
Okay. The technician is on the field force team is using these devices and complying with the work orders.
Yes.
Is this being registered in an ERP solution from the company? I know that EDP uses SAP as their ERP solution. Is this integrated or later on the technician?
In the space that we are now, we are just sending to a server, but it can be integrated with SAP.
Okay.
It will depend on the client need and what the part of the report is important to integrate, if it's everything or just the result or something.
But right now
we are just sending to a server the information, yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
But it can be integrated with everything that you need. That's all.
Thank you. Okay, thank you.
Technical aspects of changing the laptop.
Very, very important ones. This huge technology called
Oh yes. Yeah. Oh wow. It works. We're going to call Anne-Marie Evans. Global Events Director of the VR Association. And she will give you some interesting views. Hopefully.
Just make it up.
Yeah. We make up as we go.
I know. That's the fun part of doing this show.
This is wonderful. This is it.
Thank you. Sorry I was late. My first two Ubers didn't come, so my apologies for that. So yeah, I'm Anne-Marie. I run the VR/AR Global Summit that takes place in Vancouver every year, which is where I'm from. And we're super excited that it is confirmed for Lisbon for this year for June 1st and 2nd, after a little bit of a delay. So I met with a lot of you last year when I was living here. I still got familiar faces. But for those of you who don't know, we're looking to start this event in Lisbon this year and grow it to a great event. The VR/AR, as Luis Santiago mentioned, has a global network. So we'll be promoting this as a true European summit and working with our partners across Europe and the rest of the world to promote it and to do it.
It's not working. I usually prepare stuff so they don't work.
That's okay. Just that?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. So this event's going to feature VR and AR companies or anyone that's working within the space, so hardware, software, people that are creating art experiences, people that are, like Fujitsu's presentation or your smart glasses up there. So it's going to be a great show. In Vancouver, we had about 1,200 people this year. For Lisbon, we're expecting about 500 for the first year, but we've got the capacity for 8, so if it keeps going, then there we go. We always have great speakers from around the globe. That's Charlie Fink, if you know that he wrote the Metaverse book. We've got huge exhibitors. We'll be doing a pitch fest for startups, so we have cash prizing from a sponsor for that. So we'll be opening up applications for a pitch fest on March 1st. So you can apply. We've got investors and venture VCs from across the globe that will be looking at them and then doing a pitch on site, and then the prize will be awarded on site. And we'll have a lot of special events and projects as a part of it. Last year, these are the type of companies that attended, either attended or exhibited or spoke. So you can see we attract a lot of great people. We have Lenovo's already confirmed to come, Magic Leap, HTC, we've got speakers from, and a lot of BCs and other people that are traveling in. So, and it will be exciting to see what it ends up looking like for Lisbon for this year. We love Lisbon, so that's why this is to sell it to the rest of the world. To sell it to you. It's awesome. So we've had, yeah, Amy Peck from HTC, futurists that come and talk about their crazy predictions for the future. And I could share all of this with the group after. So we'll be hosting it down right in the middle of the city, which is great. And we'll be designing a great exhibit floor. We'll be designing a great stage for that as well. And yeah, so there's lots of sponsorship opportunities. There's also exhibiting opportunities. Sponsorships start anywhere from €1,000 to go as much as you'd like to go. VRARA members get 15% off tickets, exhibit booth prices, and sponsorship prices. So if you are a member or are thinking about joining as a member, it's a really good opportunity to be a part of it and get it for a discounted price. And those sponsorship opportunities also, we're open to creativity. I met with someone today who's going to do an interactive art installation on site. We're really flexible with it. It's not, you know, you just get a logo. We really want to showcase what's going on. Like I said, those were our sponsors from last year. And we're looking also for promotional partners of other shows and events to work with us on it. And yeah, just exhibiting, and that's really about it. I will be around tonight. I'm in Lisbon for the rest of the week if anyone wants to meet up and chat about the event. I'll also be back in May, but we're really excited to host it here. I think that this is going to be a great city. People are really excited about coming to Lisbon when we mentioned that it's a lot of love given to this city. So I welcome any questions. I'm looking forward to having you all there. And I think that's it for me. Thank you. Does anyone have any questions right now? Or we can chat?
What is the price point for the tickets?
So right now the early bird tickets are on sale. I believe, I'll have to double check, I believe for non-members, the early birds start at $199. And I think the most it goes to is $499. But there are startup prices, there are student prices, and the early birds will be on sale for a month. And so they're about €300 less than what it started out as. So we wanted to make it really affordable. And that being said, there's payment options and all kinds of stuff. So we just want to make it accessible. There's also the opportunity to volunteer. If anyone's looking for those opportunities, if the price points are too high. But we wanted to make it more small and interactive. The ones in the state or in Canada are way higher. At San Francisco, people come. They got money. Yeah, so great question. And the website is BLARglobalsummit.com, so all the information for that is on there. But I'm around all evening, so please come and chat with me if you have any questions.
Are you the right person to speak about the speakership?
Yes, so I'm still looking for speakers. I'm curating the speakers. The speaker submissions are open on the website, but speak to me about it as well. A lot of what we do, what's different from other shows, is we look for people to come on stage with their clients or to tell interesting stories. You can't pay to be on stage, so there's no sponsorships where you can pay to have a speaking slot. It's all based on really great presentations and really interesting information. And it's really about conversations and workflows and getting things done, like practical applications like you guys were just showing. And we really work with all of our speakers to make it as engaging as possible. The talks are really short. They're like 20 minutes for a keynote, 30 minutes for a panel. There's no hour-long thing. If you want that, then there's workshops for that. No, you're like, I don't want to. But we kind of do it short and sweet, and we find, like, we had the AR company that works with Porsche both come up, because a lot of people are looking for, I have the solution, but how do I implement it? So that's what we really want to do, is tell those stories on stage to make people see how it's working. We also invite clients. I'm talking to you and we both work in VR, it's people talking to the people that they want to use their companies. So we work with all of you to figure out who you want there, and then we go out and invite them and find them and advertise to them. So that's a bit different. Yeah. Cool. All right, great.
Thank you.
Ah, sim, sim, sim.
Nancy was just asking me why don't I testify to my experience last year at the Vancouver, the VIR Global Summit. So I think that there are two key points that pretty much everyone talked about. So the first one was the opportunity for people to interact at a level that usually you don't have with also many people that are profoundly interested in the topic. So right now, you don't have so many people saying, oh, this is just one more topic that I have. Because again, if you're into VR and AR as probably as you are into blockchain or into, well, machine learning, or you are into that, right? So you want to develop a bit of knowledge in that, in the sense that it is a blooming market, it is something, not just a market, it's actually a blooming area of knowledge. So you actually want to also interact and share with people that kind of share the same feeling. So you want that kind of confirmation. So in that sense, it was really, really cool to see so many people gather around. And well, at a given point, I thought that my Twitter came to life, because I had like several people that I read coming and talking and interacting and all. So it was really, really cool to see that. And the second thing was actually the context that were generated. That was also very, very interesting, very, very important, in the sense that it was not just, well, drinks, taps on the back, and good conversation. It was actually business. Everyone was there doing business, and that is really important. What's business for me, it's not the same thing as the business for an academic researcher, of course. Still it's business, still it's his professional, still we're talking professionally, right? And that's the cool thing here. So you have, of course, people that are curious about it. You have, of course, people that are really focused on this or that area. But again, the cool thing is that we are in there. What I felt was that whenever I entered, I was working. And
Did you do the speed dating?
I did twice the speed dating.
So we do speed dating, and so basically we put tables
Still
probably
business.
from here to the
Still
sign.
business.
Well, without reading on it. But from here to the sign out in the hallway, and you're each on either side of the table, and you have 3 minutes to talk to each other, and it's about an hour and a half, and you have a glass of wine, and you just go down, and you meet as many people, and then that always goes into the cocktail reception. So you've got 50 new friends going into it. So it's a really great, engaging way. And we did that twice this year because we had so many people that we just added it on.
And it's kind of a crazy, experience because usually you're not expecting that. So to just like talk to people in like three minutes.
3 minutes.
Yeah, so 3 minutes shaking the hands. Okay, share, okay. This makes sense, this doesn't make sense. And it was kind of easy to clarify in that 3-minute conversation if we were going to talk more or not. Because it was very straightforward. Either there's something that is very clear or not, and then, hey, cheers, and let's move on. So that again, was also a bit of the business part of it. That's it. It was really, really cool. So you're pointing to your mobile phone?
Yeah, try to show the video that we have in the website so people can see the dynamics of the event.
Sure.
Just click on that link.
On the link? Here on the...
Yeah.
Okay. This is wonderful.
I like my link works. Yay.
Actually,
I hear computers are the future.
But actually, this is actually one of the main things that I didn't say, but it was probably the place where I felt
I think if
that
you go to Vancouver, yeah.
you had so many, you had so many people that didn't have this, they were already into the VR and AR part. So all the topics that were discussed there were not like the starting points. It was more like, okay, so what are we going to do when smart glasses become ubiquitous and pretty much all of us are going to wear cameras in our eyes? What's going to happen security-wise? Are we going, when we're going to be hacked? What is really going to happen? Because it's not just going to be something that I own, won't just be taken. It's not really that. It's my actual perception, right? And what about being like having these cameras looking at other people, right? Where's the privacy in that? So all these ethics, all these privacy, and all these topics that sometimes appear on the side from the business topics, which are also very important, also are presented and also are discussed in the VR/AR Global Summit. So again, and that's pretty cool. This a video? It was actually a video.
You have to drink a glass of wine
With each one.
Yeah.
That's another kind of speed dating. That's for later in the day.
Which wine is better?
And for the women in the room, we launched the VR Women's Committee at the event. So we'll be doing some breakfast and special programming for that over here as well with the Women in Tech Europe and that sort of thing. So ladies,
And then, Enesio, regarding Cape Verde and the startup.
Give me a minute, please.
Yes. So usually in our meetups, pretty much before the networking, we have a moment where the startups have 5 to 7 minutes to do a presentation, and also pretty much tell all the participants what they do, and conversation, of course, can continue afterwards in the networking. So we have today a special condition as one startup is in Cape Verde. So he's doing like a remote presentation. He was actually going to do it last month in our meetup, but unfortunately, and I am not kidding, network went down in Cape Verde 10 minutes before the presentation of the country. So, and this has been confirmed. So it's documented. So now he really is keen on doing that. Okay. So right now we are actually interacting with doing the sign in. Meanwhile, anyone else signed up for the presentation? No. With Miguel. Miguel, do you want to do a presentation?
I can. I'm always ready.
5 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah, 5 minutes.
And no Q&A. Q&A it's with the coffee.
No Q&A. It's bad.
5 to 7 minutes. Yeah. Do you need any help?
No. I have to born ready.
You're athletic.
So I have just 5 minutes. I'm trying to be fast. So this is our augmented reality glasses, as I showed to you. So this wear it like this. Let me say that we have 2 types of augmented reality glasses. We have this one, and this one is without internal single computer board, and the other one has an internal single computer board. But first of all, I want to tell why we built this. We built this to solve problems, particularly in B2B. What is the purpose? To help the technicians on site to perform their work in more comfortable, with higher efficiency, but with less risks and failures and eye safety. That's the reason we built these AR glasses. So this one you can pair with your own devices, with your smartphone, tablet, or PC. And everything that you can see in those devices you can see projected in front of you, but you can see through this information. And you can even control the brightness or the contrast of this image. So you want more dark or less dark. And you can work indoor and outdoor. And you can also use it simultaneously with your eyeglasses or protective glasses. So there are here technological and ergonomics advantage of using these. This one, so the technician can go to the place, and usually he carries with him the user manuals, the work instructions, and he can immediately project in front of his eyes, and he has hands-free to perform the job. So that's the objective. So in the other model, we have a single board computer, which runs an operating system. It's in this moment is Linux. But how does this device works? It's like you said before, it's assisted reality. So it also has a camera, and the expert on the remote side sees what I see, and he controls the information that I need to receive to perform the job well. Because I may be a trainee, a junior engineer, I don't know nothing, but I need to solve this problem, because otherwise the company loses a lot of money because the machine is stopped, is broken. So I need to recover these to the turn on as fast as I can. So he sees what I see, and he can send me an image. He can screenshot the video that he's seeing, put an arrow, and send it to me. But at the same time, I have the virtual image, and I have a small picture, which is the image of the camera. So I have picture in picture. So I always know where my camera is pointing, and I'm always aware if he's seeing what I want to see. And the guy at the remote location, he can also send test message in case the communication is not good, because this communicates through a wireless connection to the guy in the remote location. So we can send image, we can send text, wherever, work instructions, the way we want it, just to the person on site to perform his job. So it's pretty much like this. There are a lot of features on those devices, and this can be improved according and customized according to the customer needs. So those, if you want more information about those devices, this is called VIP display, because versatile personal displays. We are more than welcome to have your questions and to explain anything that you may want to know more about these classes, how it was developed, and how it works, and the quality of the image projected in front of you, that you are able to see font letter size 9. So you don't need to equate or increase the font letter of the information that you already have. You can see the small font letters, you can read them. Okay? So that's all, 5 minutes? 4:37?
Wonderful. So this was a great lesson in pitching. 4 minutes and 37 seconds. Yeah, cool. Miguel. Really good. So, and now we have Gonçalo. Gonçalo. Yes. So now the issue is we do not have a way to put you on speaker. But maybe we can do this. Maybe we can do this. And here we are. So probably
No space.
Wonderful. Yes, I do.
É uma empresa que faz. Você tá na frente da câmera.
Things are happening, Gonçalo. Don't worry. Are you still there? Oh, great.
Fazendo software que faz gestão de sites de conteúdo. Por exemplo, você tem muito site, você entra na plataforma e escolhe o conteúdo que vai passar.
Okay.
Cada deles. Okay.
Gonçalo, can you... Okay.
I'm here.
Wow, we can hear you.
Yeah, all right.
Perfect. Gonçalo, thank you very much. Thank you very much for this. I was just sharing with the audience that right now you are speaking from Antarctica and that you are going to from a much hotter country, Cape Verde, and that you're going to share with us your startup that pretty much allows for a room full of devices, VR devices, to actually see the same thing at the same time at the control of an administrator. Is that it?
Yes, that's correct. That's correct. And not only video content, as we see all platforms doing, but any kind of content like web VR and YouTube 316. So when I can start, I will tell you the story of this.
Then you have you have your own 5 minutes if you can. So good luck.
Okay. All right. Thanks a lot. So thank you very much for having me in this event. Okay, here from Cape Verde. Now it's 30 degrees, so I think it's a little bit hotter than Antarctica. Everything started because we wanted to build a VR room for a school here in Cape Verde, and there were some challenges that we faced: limited standalone enterprise hardware availability, no easy-to-use device management, no easy-to-use content management. WebXR requires URL typing. Everyone knows what I'm talking about. It seems familiar for everyone that it's not the easiest thing to do. YouTube 316 also requires URL typing or video search, and almost non-interaction with what the viewer is doing. So we decided to build our own system. What we searched for the market, for sure. Then we saw that there are some MDM vendors that can support VR devices, but are difficult to use. And the video, there was only video content management, which limited what are the use cases. So what we proposed to build an MDM plus CMS with customizable UI UX and easy to use, as we will be seeing. Multi-vendor support, it's a cloud-based solution. We can do customizations for new features as they're needed. And it's an easy to use and allows mixing between any type of devices like tablets, Android TV, any Android-based device can be managed. And one of the things that we think that is most valuable is the support for multiple types of content, like WebXR, 360 video, images, YouTube, audio, and messaging. We will see that we also have possibility to run apps remotely and to configure as for instance auto-run. This gives us a lot of use cases in education and training, with easy to use and short learning curve for the teachers, marketing, events, and content distribution. Okay, for instance, if you want to do an event and you can send a VR device, and then you will say what is the content that will be available on that VR device. product and app showcase. You can centrally distribute and share your apps, and web XR showcase like Amazon Sumerian, Airframe, or Babylon JS. Okay, I think the best way is to look at the solution. Okay, since I only have a couple of minutes, I will share with you a little bit of the solution. I will go directly to the device. I have here a Pico 4K and the Oculus Go. Okay, when you click Manage, you will see not only the information about the device, but all the apps that are installed in the device, and you can run the apps or configure it to start in the next boot. So start on auto start on boot. And you also see the content that is in the local disk. Okay, like the videos and audio and file. You can open those videos, you can rename it or delete it, or you can upload content that are in the library. When you upload to a device, the content will be uploaded to the device or group of devices, because we don't only support one device, but we can also support groups of devices. As you see, I have here a group, 2 devices. If I do the same here, we will have all the apps that are common, all the contents that are common, and all the playlists. What is a playlist? A playlist is where the magic begins, because you can, for us, a playlist is a group of actions. Okay, when you go to a playlist, you have actions. And what is an action? An action is something like run an app, play audio, play video, show an image, browse a URL, open a file, run a command, send a message, and we think about other type of actions like scheduling and delay to do all kind of solutions. Here we have, for instance, Sketchfab. You put the link to the model, and you will see how to send this to the device. Okay, we can send this to a device here. Okay, can send to a device or group of devices. Let's check. Okay, group of devices. Okay, and when you hit play, you will see that we have here what we call a playlist. And when I click play, the browser will open simultaneously in both devices with the Sketchfab model. If I have, for instance, a video, it happens the same. Okay, or YouTube playlist. When I hit play on device, I will have both videos, and then I'll play. I hit play. I will open the browser or the YouTube player to in all the devices at the same time. I don't know if I have more time. It was not counting.
That's pretty much
No?
it, Gonçalo. Thank you very much. I will just ask you one thing. If you could share on the Facebook and also with us, so we can share with everyone else that registered at the event, your showcase, so that people can afterwards get in touch with you.
Yes, of course. Just give me the name of the group. I was trying to find out.
I'll not a problem. I'll pass on the link.
All right.
Okay, Gonçalo.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Enjoy the 30 degrees. Bye.
Thank you.
Okay, so is that, and it's done. So, yeah, I think that's pretty much it. So
Yeah, this concludes all our presentations part, and now comes the fun part, which is like legal trial analysis.
Yeah.
Here, so there's no lack of cool stuff to play with. Again, thank you so much for taking the time. You have something
Sorry,
to say.
everyone, this is Trevor down here. It's also his birthday. We're shooting a video about why people should come to Lisbon and about the VRARA and all the cool tech here. So if you want to chat with him or give him some quotes or just give them some love and you'll end up in our video, mostly. Cool, thank you.
So, Ms. Pingles, I heard there's more food.
No.
So, yeah, there's
desenvolvendo com cada um possível para
If you
ajudar.
need to go to the bathroom
E
or
tem
need to
de uma maneira
leave, just tell me
interessada.
because I need to open the door for you, okay?
Docente ou simplesmente esteja interessado em tecnologia. É bom para falar sobre smart glasses.